Hey guys, Peyton Snamik here again for another video for you guys today. This is my March 3rd DVD and Blu-ray update. So I got 8 movies here, 7 Blu-rays, 7 Blu-rays and 1 DVD. So let's get started, shall we? I got some really neat stuff here to show you guys. Really cool stuff. Alright, so the first one I got here, now this is one I'm kind of really happy I have on Blu-ray, which is South Park, the complete 20th season here on Blu-ray. It's kind of weird too, because I actually got this at Walmart for $12.96, and it's so weird because Walmart lately, I mean, they just haven't been very disappointing lately. They really haven't. They've just been doing good with their movies, because and they actually have this there, and you know, it's very rare for them to have like a South Park Blu-ray, like especially something like this there, but they had it. But this is the 20th season on Blu-ray. It actually looks really good on Blu-ray. I'm on episode 5 right now, and these are some of the episodes, well, all the episodes actually, I reviewed a couple years ago. But this season, it's basically about, you know, the member berries and Mr. Garrison imitating Donald Trump, him becoming president. And this season's basically about, you know, Heidi Turner. She apparently, quit, what do you call it, Twitter suicide or something. I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous, but, and apparently, everyone, and there's this, name called Skankunt42, you know, doing all these, you know, cyberbullying comments, you know, and everyone, of course, everyone in the school thinks it's Cartman doing it, and, you know, he's saying that it's not him, and, you know, he's always, you know, he's saying, like, oh, I think girls are so nice, and I think they're very funny, but they think he's just being smart with them, and, you know, and, of course, they destroy his stuff, and, you know, it turns out it wasn't him doing it after all. But, you know, there's some pretty neat episodes on here. There's 10 episodes, and, you know, it's like this, like some of these designs right here, and it's to the set. Disc 1, it's in my player right now, but again, you get 10 episodes. Disc 1 includes Member Berries, Skankunt, The Damned, Wieners Out, and Douche in a Danish. And Disc 2 includes Fort Collins, OGs, Members Only, Not Funny, and the End of Serialization as We Know It. Yeah, but I'm really happy that I have my first South Park season on Blu-ray, because I do know that seasons 1 through 11, they just recently came out to Blu-ray, and when they all released, because, you know, originally I did not want any of the seasons on Blu-ray. All I wanted was the movie, and I was like, you know what, forget it, I'm just going to get them all. I don't know, because here's the reason why I didn't want them on Blu-ray, because, you know, the 3 disc sets, which was from seasons 1 through 16, I really liked the designs that it had, but, you know, the Blu-ray copies, it only had, like, it was only a 2 disc set, and they would take one of the pictures out, so, I mean, that's the thing why I didn't really like it, but you know what, I might just, you know, if I get them on Blu-ray, I'm just going to probably take a picture of what the designs are for, you know, of the ones that's missing, you know, and put it on, like, Instagram or something, I don't know, but you know, I really kind of like this season. I always really liked the South Park, show, you know, yeah, but that is season 20 on Blu-ray. Yeah. Alright, the next one I got, was Don't Breathe, and this is one I did talk about in the last video last night, which was a little sneak peek. But yeah, but I got this at Walmart for $9.96, and this is a movie I absolutely really loved. And it wasn't what I really expected it was going to be. I mean, I thought it was going to be like your normal type, you know, thriller movie, like a movie like you know, we call it No Good Deed, but it really wasn't. I mean, it's basically about this group of these 3 kids. They always go around the neighborhood and you know, robbing people's houses, but they just like steal like certain stuff, like electronics, like stuff like that. And I think one of the kids on there, their father is, like, this cop, and, you know, the father has, like, this kind of, like, device, like, for, like, security thing. I don't know what you call it, but, they end up planning, doing this one robbery, which is, they're gonna, rob this, guy who's, like, blind, and, you know, and they do that, and, you know, and as soon as they rob this guy, they're in some deep shoot, because turns out this guy's, like, some kind of, like, killer, and, you know, the kids, of course, they're trying to escape the house, but, you know, of course, the guy boarded up everything in the house, and, you know, and they're trying to find a way out before it's too late, and it was such a really neat movie. It almost kind of reminded me of the movie, The Collector, you know, the one about, the guy dressed up in the black mask, torturing the people in the house, and one of the guys ends up trying to rob the place, you know. I don't know, I mean, this movie, it felt like The Collector for some reason, because all the stuff that it had in it, but really loved this movie. It had a really good twist in it, and if you guys haven't seen it, I definitely think you should watch this one, because it was actually pretty good. I personally enjoyed it for what it was, because it was really good. But that is Don't Breathe. Now, the rest of these ones I just got today, so I hadn't really gotten a chance to watch them. I think 5 out of 6 of them I did see before. Alright, but these next 5 Blu-rays, these are ones I got today from a pawn shop. And they had a deal going on. It was like 5 for $20, so the next one here is Hannah Montana, the movie, here on Blu-ray. Which, and, you know, usually I don't even get many Disney movies on Blu-ray, because they're always, to me, so expensive. I mean, but, you know, I always kind of liked Hannah Montana. I mean, I always really watched it a lot when it was on TV. It's not really on TV anymore, I don't think. I think it was on demand. As far as I know, it's still on there. I'm not quite sure. But, you know, but this movie is basically about, and you know what Hannah Montana is about, you know, Miley Cyrus dressed up as this, singer, this famous singer, you know, and, that's just basically what it was. But this movie's basically about, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was about, because I hadn't seen it in, like, a couple years. I think it was about her, visiting, her family, what was it? I can't really remember exactly. It's like her visiting this family, and you know, there's this one guy, is after her, because, he discovered that, Hannah Montana has a secret, and, you know, he's trying to find out what that secret is, to get, I think, for money or something. I can't really exactly remember what happened in this. I mean, I do remember something about them, you know, Billy Ray Cyrus's character, you know, going to, visit family and stuff. I had to rewatch this one again. But, it is a 3-disc set. Yeah, you get the Blu-ray, the DVD, and I guess this is what they did for, digital copy back then. They have, like, a DVD copy, and you just put it in your computer. So, yeah, it has that. But nowadays, you just have, like, a little piece of paper. It has the code on there, so, yeah. Alright, the next one I got, was Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, here on Blu-ray. Also got the rest of the Blu-rays I'm going to show are from the pawn shop, so, and the rest of these I just got today. But, you know, this is a movie I've seen, like, a million times. And I always really liked the later sequels, the ones that were, like, the TV movies. I know the third one wasn't a TV movie. That went to theaters. But I don't know. I know they're not good, but for some reason I always kind of like them. And this is the 20... doesn't say one here, but I do believe this came out... Yeah, this came out the 20... like, a couple months ago. So this is the 25th anniversary edition version. And surprisingly, again, still no features in this thing. What... Please put, like, that behind-the-scenes thing that came out on VHS, like, a long time ago already. Because I know the first one already has some special features, so... But, yeah, this one is basically about, you know, the McAllister family going to, they're ending up gonna go to Florida, but, Kevin McAllister, you know, Macaulay Culkin, he gets on the wrong plane, and, he goes to New York instead of, Florida, and, you know... And of course, you know, the Wet Bandits, they're in New York. They're gonna steal from or rob this this toy store, and you know, it's just a really good movie. I mean, and I always really like the Home Alone movies. I mean, everyone's seen the Home Alone movies, you know, but yeah, but that's pretty much all that came out the Blu-ray is the first two. I mean, I kind of wish that, you know, the rest of them came out the Blu-ray, even though I know they're not great, but I always kind of liked them. Yep, that is Home Alone 2 on Blu-ray. Alright, next one here that I got is the movie Are We Done Yet here on Blu-ray. And you know, and I always really liked the first one as well, even this one I saw in theaters a long time ago. This is the sequel to Are We There Yet? I heard rumors that there was going to be a third one or something. I don't think that's going to work, because I know the kids in this movie, they don't even act anymore. But this one is basically about the Pearsons family. You know, they move into this big house, and you know, the guy right here, he's like this weird, ridiculous guy. He's like tearing up the house and stuff, and you know, Ice Cube's character, he's getting real angry about it, and you know, he wants him to get out because he thinks like he's trying to take his wife or something, and you know, and it was a pretty neat sequel. I always kind of liked it. But the first one, that did come out the Blu-ray like about a year ago, which I'm glad it finally did. And that one's just basically about, you know, Ice Cube's character trying to take the kids to their mother. I think it was like she worked at this like this ice rink thing, or I can't remember, but and you know, when stuff is happening, you know, the kids are always screwing things up, and you know, but yeah. But I always really liked both of these movies. They were pretty neat. I never even saw the TV show, so I don't know if I'm going to be really that interested in it, though. But, you know, but that is Are We Done Yet on Blu-ray? So, yeah, but hopefully I do get Are We There Yet on Blu-ray, which, you know, that came out from Mill Creek Entertainment. All right, the next one here I got. It's kind of funny, too, because when I went to the pawn shop, for some reason, I had a prediction that they would have this there on Blu-ray, and surprisingly, they did. And I ended up getting it, which is the movie Joyride here on Blu-ray. This is the first one. And, you know, I always really loved this one. And the sequels were okay. They're not amazing, but, you know, they were okay. And it's kind of weird, too, because, you know, they had Part 3 on Blu-ray as well, because I have the Blu-ray of that. But for some reason, they never released Part 2 on Blu-ray. I don't know why they didn't. I mean, it's not a good one, I know, but maybe in the future, like Screen Factory or something, will put that out on Blu-ray. I don't know. But this movie is basically about Paul Walker and Steve Zane's characters. I think they're brothers basically, and they end up playing with the CB radio and doing a prank on this driver named Rusty, or this truck driver named Rusty Nail, and like doing this like prank that ends up going wrong. And I think Rusty Nail ends up, like, killing... Well, I think he tries to, but I think the guy survived. I can't remember. But, yeah, the prank ends up going wrong. And, you know, and the brothers are like, what do we do now? What do we do? I don't think we should have done that. We went too far, you know. And I think one of them ends up going on CB radio and being like, look, it was a joke, dude, all right? It was us, okay? The cops are looking for you. And, you know, the truck drivers after them now, you know, getting back at them, you know, and harassing them. You know, it's such a really neat thriller. I really enjoyed this one. And, you know, the sequels, they're not great, but, you know, they were, I don't know, they were worth watching. They're not great, but, yeah. But that is Joyride here on Blu-ray. Alright, the last one on Blu-ray that I got. And now, because right when I had these four, I couldn't decide what else I wanted to get, and I know lots of people talked about this movie, and they said it was pretty neat for a movie. I have never seen this, so it's a blind buy, but that is the movie, The Descent on Blu-ray. So, yep, as the Descent. Again, I haven't seen it, so I don't know if that's any good or not. And the last one I got, now, after the pawn shop, I went to Ollie's, and I got this there for $2.99. which is South Park's Imaginationland here on DVD. Now, yeah, I know I have all the seasons now, but did I really need this? I don't know. I heard something about that there was like an extended edition for this movie. I'm not sure. I hadn't even watched it yet, so I don't know. But I do know that there is some bonus episodes in this, which has 2 episodes, which includes Winter. What was that one called? It doesn't even say it on there, but I do remember what the episodes were. Woodland Critter Christmas, that's what it was. Which was about, I think, Stan finds these woodland critters, you know, and you know, stuff is happening with these critters, you know, they're evil, you know. Has a picture of Man Bear Pig on the thing right here, by the way. And the other episode was Man Bear Pig. That's what it was, about, you know, making fun of Al Gore. But the movie on here, I think it's basically about the boys end up finding this leprechaun. You know, he's saying that, I think he says, I can't remember exactly. I think this guy right here, he comes up to the boys and he asks them if they seen a leprechaun, and the guy was like, "Come with me, we're gonna go to Imaginationland." I don't know. They go to this Imaginationland, and you know, they have like all these characters from like certain movies on here, like got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think Super Mario Brothers was in this. And I liked how they made fun of, like, some of the horror movie characters. I think they did, like, you know, Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees, like, all that kind of stuff. I thought that was pretty neat right there, that they made fun of those kind of characters. Because I always really liked, you know, Jason Voorhees. I mean, I've never been, like, a big fan of the Freddy Kruegers that much, but they're kind of neat movies. But yeah, but that is the last one here. South Park's Imaginationland on DVD. And that is it for this DVD and Blu-ray update. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.